Kanye, I saw it. I see it right there. Kanye. You good up?
Yeah, it's on you.
Hey, Kanye. All right, Shalom. First off, we want to start off by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to you brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And also, I want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And once again, we're back with another live through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, in hopes to edify the elect and continue to warn you, brothers and sisters, about the current prophecies that are going on in the planet Earth, man. And as you can see, according to the title, we're going to talk about the M.O.T.B, riots, and the situation over there inside of Sri Lanka. And if you've been paying attention, man, you know that the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai is at the doors because of all the signs that he have told us and warned us about in the Holy Scriptures, man. We're seeing those things. And this is why, brothers are so excited and are on fire for the Lord, because we know that after this hell, after this M.O.T.B and all these things go down, man, we're going home. So this is why we continue to watch, man. Continue to pray, continue to push out this word, in hopes that when things do go left and get bad out here in these streets, the Lord will take care of us according to his word. Brother, you got something out?
Kind of real quick, just to go back to what you just said, just to go into the time. This is what everybody been waiting on. The prophets. Well, I'm gonna just read the scripture. This is Luke 10, and this is something Yahweh Shai said. This is Luke 10 and 24, straight to the point. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which you see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them, man. Because this is a time, as Habakkuk said at the end of the show, speaking not lie. We that generation that the Lord blessed, not only to see these things, but to take part in speaking of them. So why wouldn't you be excited in these times, man? It's everything our forefathers, Yahweh Shai, this what they look for, man. And we in those times, and it's beautiful as a brother going into everything Yahweh Shai said to look for before it's coming. It's literally happening on the earth. You got to do that was it.
Right, yeah, man. And so we're going to start with is the M.O.T.B. We're going to go according to the title of the lesson, Lord willing, and start with the M.O.T.B. Brother have a video pulled up and also an article. But brother, before you play that video, I'll read the scripture. The famous, infamous Revelation 13, man. This is Revelation chapter 13, and I'll start at verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And we see this amongst the Edomites, man, and how they deal and operate in the world. If you're not down with his image, with his system, right, his Christianity, his democracy, this women's lib, now the rainbow stuff, all this is Esau's image, man. And it's all, just a revised Roman Empire. But if you're not down with his image, if you're not down with his system, okay, you will be killed, man. Prime example, look at Gaddafi. And all them other guys who went outside of his system and try to go another way, man. He destroyed them. This is how Esau get down. And as it says in the scriptures, who is like unto the beast, who shall make war with him? Nobody. But a time is coming to where there will be war against the beast. And we're seeing that being prepared, right? Verse 16 says, and he causeth all, right? That he is really talking about the elites, okay? But it's talking about this whole beast system. But the he is really the elites, okay? It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And what is their mark, brothers and sisters? That CHIP, okay? That's what I want you to receive in your right hand or in your forehead, right?
Hey, not just about to say, even while you look at the picture where he putting that chip, although this is not the real CHIP, right? This is the a picture boy he put in his forehead out. You got it, bro.
Right, yeah, man. It said he calls it all, meaning everybody. And in order for Esau to cause everybody to get this M.O.T.B, that means that the world has to fall. That means something drastic has to happen on a global scale to where everybody is in a quagmire, in a difficult situation, man, like over there inside of Sri Lanka right now. That's what Esau wants. And through that chaos and that hell, he's going to present himself as a savior and say, look, I have the solution to all the world's problems. Get this M.O.T.B. It says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, right? You won't be able to buy or sell, man, make any transactions. And life is all about buying and selling, right? Right, when it comes to food and everything that you own, right, that you want, you have to buy and sell, man. Especially food, okay? Which everybody, is complaining about the food prices, right? Complaining about rent and gas. Everything is going up, man. It's bad. So you won't be able to operate in society in the near future without this mark, man, which is the RFID CHIP, man. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you would not be able to buy and sell, brother or sister out there. Okay, without the M.O.T.B, man. This is where the world is heading to, all right? And the brother, I have an article on that. But this video is going to basically explain this prophecy, man. Esau is going to touch on 3 major things that the elite wants to do in this M.O.T.B system, in this global reset, right? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Let me know if you can hear it too. I'm about to go on mute.
And the advantages, it's worth talking about. With talking about the opportunities and the advantages, it's worth talking about maybe some of the challenges and hurdles as well. So, what are some of those challenges with merging the digital and the physical identity? About that,
I believe it's not related only to the implantable technologies, but I believe that everything, whatever we are talking about the identity, or we are talking about payments or authorization, is becoming more and more digital. We are seeing this with the European Commission's project about digital identity. We are seeing this by multiple initiatives handled by banks, schemes, and all the other companies that are present out there. And I believe that World War sort of matches this trends out there. And since more and more gateways and cops are there for the world more to step in and follow, such as being able to offer customers not only a payment solution in the implant, but also an option to, for example, authorize their identity when they are, for example, at the airport and they need to identify themselves to board the airplane, or to go to the local doctor and show them medical documents that they are willing to show, of course. And all of these challenges related to the cybersecurity, to the data management challenges are there to be handled by Walmart. But from a technological perspective, the technology is there. What matters is the willingness from those partners to enable us to offer those services to our customers. Because from our perspective, our device, the implant, is always seen and marketed as an enabler, as an aggregator of multiple features. But in order to be there and to offer those applications and all of these services, you need to have the connection with those partners. So it's not only a challenge towards the individual customers, but also the companies that would be willing to work with us and to put themselves on the same level as Walmart when it comes to the disruptive innovator.
All right. There you have it, man.
With
Out of the mouth of Esau himself. He said, identity, right? Your driver license, your ID, right? Your social security number, that's going digital. Then he said payments. He said payments, man. Buy or sell. A time is coming in the near future, brothers and sisters, to where you will not be able to buy and sell without this M.O.T.B system, man. They said it at the World Economic Forum that this M.O.T.B system basically will be ran under the blockchain system, okay, which is a digital system that tracks everything and all things, man. All payments, all transactions, everything. And that's what Esau wants, man. And then he talked about alteration of the body. Basically merging you with this machine, man. With the M.O.T.B, with the Internet of Things, man. Make you into a cyborg, okay, a RoboCop. That's what Esau wants, man. There you go, right there. I'll bring the picture right there. Of the M.O.T.B, right there. That's what Esau wanted to planet Earth, man. This is where we're heading, brothers and sisters. If you can't see it, I don't know what you're looking at, man. But it's clear as day unto us. Go ahead, Doc.
Con. So this is on a website called www.indianatimes.com, and it's a recent article. It says from 5 days ago, right? And it's the title says "Man's Tryst with Machines." You know, and when you go into that word tryst, we'll look it up real quick. And you had worded it good before the lesson. It said a private romantic rendezvous between lovers.
Right, yeah. Basically, they're infatuated with it. You can't get enough of it. Basically, they want to be one with you.
Yep. It says man's tryst with machines, how cyborgs, people with microchip people with micro CHIP implants are taking over the world. Hey, he cause of all.
Right.
He cause of all. And when he said the hour temptation, let's get that real quick. Baba Gashab, you don't mind. All right, get it. There's a Revelation 3 and 10.
I got it. This a Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
And that's what we leading into, man. Again, the brother, we were going to articles. People gotta, why should they eat just so their children can eat? You got protests everywhere, and the times will get so hard to where these people go have to depend on they certain governments, and the way they go assist you is by giving you this M.O.T.B. Everybody will get tried with this, man. But as you see, it's gonna happen to the whole world. He gonna cause all. That's why they call it the global economic in a new world order. You see, but it says the point is shall come upon all the world, and as you see, micro CHIP implants are taking over the world, because this is gonna be what's gonna try everybody in it. This is that new wave, as niggas would say today. That's pretty much it. But that's the point, though. It's taking over the world, man. This is what it's leading to. Like the Apostle HOUSTON-EVANGELIST saying, all roads lead to the M.O.T.B. Right. But I finished the article.
Go ahead.
It says micro CHIPs are becoming increasingly injected into humans. These chips can do everything from unlocking doors and processing payments, buying and selling. It says, and to storing CV vax records. In other words, keeping your health information on them, man. They can do everything.
Right.
It says human cyborg is much similar to other individuals who have the CHIPs implanted into them, a grain-sized capsule that react to data through radio frequency identifying signals, which is RFID. And check this out, because it said in the scriptures in the hand, right? And in the forehead, right? But even on the article, it says the same thing. It says, according to experts in the future, which we in the future now, it says brain implants, that's that forehead part, brain implants may help humans remember things better. Passwords, keys could be replaced by RFID, CHIPs, or implanted magnets. It says exoskeletons could increase human strength and improve a variety of other human capabilities.
Right, and the dude said it in the video. He said identity, then he said payments, and then he said alteration of the body. That's turning you into a cyborg, man. And as an example that I use, I said a RoboCop. You know how he was able to do, you know, these exciting things, man. And he's trying to make all this stuff look cool unto you. Okay? People who got, you know, amputated limbs and stuff like that, people try to come and, you know, try to replace it and make them more stronger, connected to their head, all kind of crazy stuff, man. But it's prophecy though, brothers and sisters. It's beautiful, man. This shouldn't terrify you. You should be excited and rejoicing that these things are happening, man. We're finally at the end. We're finally to the point to where all things are about to be fulfilled for Esau to fall, man. And that's the whole thing about it. We're looking for the downfall of Esau, man. Searching diligently, okay, for this damn white boy to fall. So that we got to go to work no more, suffer no more. None of this BS that we're dealing with, man. But until the Lord fulfill these things, we got to keep fighting until we receive the end of our faith, man, which is the kingdom of heaven. Right, go ahead, Doc.
Con. And that's just like you were saying, how you know, Esau already hooking up certain shit to him, like I said right here. A classic example of a cyborg is a person who has an implantable cardio defibrillator or a synthetic cardiac pacemaker. Since these machines can deliver electrical stimuli, process signals, and measure voltage potentials in the body, which tell them they've been working on it. They've been trying it out. Those pacemakers was the trials for the main thing, man. It says some theorists use intraocular lenses, hearing aids, cell phones, and contact lenses as instances of how people have been fitted with technology to improve their biological capabilities, your body, man. It says using this technology, it is possible to instantaneously, that's the miracle in it. As soon as you get it, you could be a whole new person.
Right.
As soon as you get it, you could be healed. That's, again, I remember he said what it is in Revelations, they was wooed after him by the miracles, so on and so forth.
Right.
You know, the technologies will be, is because look, although we know it's going to be a destruction for it, the way they go present it is going to seem like it's a good thing, man. It's going to deceive people by taking this because it will have certain perks you can do, you know. But it says that using this technology, it is possible to instantaneously verify that a person is who they claim to be, among other things. It says all the data typically saved in wallets, buying and selling, can be stored on an RFID short-range radio frequency identification implant, man. And I'm gonna jump down like a little bit, and kind of it says so, and this, and you know, Lord, I remember to post this up in chat, but it says the RFID CHIP. It says the chip is essentially a tiny two-way radio about the size of a grain that can store different kinds of information. The chip is placed beneath the skin, charagma, right? It says beneath the skin, and when scanned, can offer data such as an individual's ID number. Man, hey, what it said, I gotta get it real quick. Because you will become cattle now. You will become this man's property when you get this in you.
Right. You gotta get that word.
Revelation, you got it. I get this. I just want to get a definition of charagma, but you got it, bro.
Yeah, get a stigma.
Con.
Yeah, get stigma. Yeah, because it goes into that, man. It goes right into it.
Let's see. Rocks. What stigma? Which one? Correct.
Yeah, correct. No, yeah, still okay. So go to Revelation 13. Yeah, I'll go to the last verse.
Okay, con. Okay, the 666 thing.
Right, yeah.
Okay, I got you. Salaki. All right, here we go. This Revelation 13 and 18, it says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right.
Let's see.
You go down to the definition, huh?
All right, which one you want?
See, I don't have to. Hold on, let me see.
Go to the.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll go to the root word. Yeah, I'll have sell number.
That's not it.
That should be, stigma. I can hardly see on the phone. So I can, I'll put on my computer real fast.
Let's see.
Get a word.
But I'll read it again.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Let me see.
It's Revelation 13 and I started 16. And he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Let me see. Look at the word is like,
article.
Yeah, no, I was saying because they got it as Kai, Sai, and stigma. Yeah, so did you click on stigma? Yeah, the Greek, if you go to it.
I'm gonna blow it up because I don't even see the stigma part right here. Let's see the chai.
Okay, go to Galatians. Yeah, Salaki, go to Galatians 6, and go to where Paul speaks about the
marks.
Yeah,
I got you right here. I bet. So this Galatians 6 and 17. From henceforth, let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahushua.
Right,
and it's G47 42 stigma.
Right.
And again, I'm gonna read the article real quick, and you got it, bro. because this is what I was going into. It says the chip is placed beneath the skin, and when scanned, can offer data such as an individual's ID number, which links to a database containing more specific information on the wearer, everything about you, your slave number. But you got it out.
Right.
You can
Yeah,
see
it says here, it says a mark prick in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander branded or pricked cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. So this was going to happen to you people when you take that M.O.T.B, man. You will become the property of Esau Edom. You will, it says, prick cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. That's going to be you saying, I'm fully giving myself over to Esau's system.
right.
Everything about you on the M.O.T.B, man. And if you take it, that's your ass, man. All right, excuse my language. Excuse my language. But that's your behind, man. You're going to be judged harshly by the Lord. That's Revelation 14 and 9.
Oh.
I'll get that real fast, brother. This Revelation chapter 14. In the 9th verse, I'll start at verse 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you will be judged harshly, man, if you take that M.O.T.B. Scriptures also, speak about a grievous sore being upon you for taking that M.O.T.B. So this is a serious thing according to the scriptures, man. Now, keep in mind, it says in Genesis chapter 1 that the Elohim made us after their image, man. Meaning gave us order, gave us righteousness. But you're going to deny that by taking the M.O.T.B and taking on Esau's image, man. And Jake already did that, all right? All Jake need to do is just get stamped. Get sealed, man. And they'll fully be committed to Esau. But this is where the word is headed, brothers and sisters, okay? You can see it, you can feel it, man, in your daily life. Pay attention to the, buying and selling at the stores. Pay attention when you go to the banks, man. It's all around you. So this is what I have on that, bro. You got something else on here, bro? Carl, you got something else on there, Rock? Screen froze up. I believe the screen froze up. Yeah, your screen froze, bro. Salakia, brothers and sisters out there, Salakia.
In other words, a chip into his body, and he was able to adapt around the technology around the surroundings. And it was, look, it said right here, artificial system. Metaverse. They had the rat in the metaverse. It says a new level of homeostasis was added when a technological gadget linked to a biological system. What the Apostle always say, merging the Internet of Things, 6G, so forth. It says It should be able to equip astronauts with bodily connected technology equipment to facilitate space travel. And this is pretty much the end of it. It says experts believe that a regulated interaction between biological systems, which is your body, and mechanical equipment technology that would take care of providing a body with the fuel it needs should be filled with the role of the organic conditions that exist in the link between human psychological process and the environment, the place around us. So again, that's why Klaus Schwab had to say at one of the meetings for the Global Economic Forum that we gonna change. We gonna have to change, not us, but the people gonna have to change in order to get by and live in a society. And that's how? By becoming this one with the society, becoming the Internet of Things, you know. And that's it on that with the chip.
Right, yeah. You had boy. I think it was the CEO of Nokia. He said by 2030, cell phones will be useless. He said that they will have to be inside our bodies in order to use them because of 6G. He said these cell phones cannot use 6G. He said they will have to go into our bodies. Bro, Esau is just coming out just telling you, man. I mean, he's just coming out just telling you. You're going to have to bow down to my system in order to thrive, in order to live. That's what he wants. It's all throughout the scriptures, man. Go ahead, Doc.
I was just about to bring this out. I feel like we brought this out past like 4 weeks. And that Habakkuk real quick. Because you're saying he coming out and speaking everything. And that's true because the prophecy speaking. But it's Habakkuk 2:2. It says, and then I hit this right here with the protest. If you ain't got nothing else you want to go into before that.
No. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, I'll read this and you got it. It says, Habakkuk 2:1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I reprove. And how the Lord speak. 2 Corinthians 9 said he speak by the things he do on the earth. So we have to watch as watchmen, believers, at these events, so we know what the Lord telling us. And he clearly telling us we in those times, man, for all these things to be fulfilled. And it says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision, which are the prophecies, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And though it tarry, wait for it, because it was surely coming, will not tarry. And it's speaking, man, it's clear. If it wasn't speaking, we wouldn't be able to go into articles. You feel me?
Right.
Article that was created 5 days ago to link it up with prophecies that was written thousands of years ago, man. That's to show you it's speaking. We have tangible proof now, you know, but you got it, bro.
Right. Yeah, man. You know, so just now, you know, a transition over into these global protests, man, these riots that have been taking place in the planet Earth, man. And you know, so the Lord, you know, so bless his brother, all right, to find his website, man, about global protests and just how they track them. Okay. And you know, so the brother can go into more detail in it, you know what I'm saying? I'll let him have the floor on this because he's more detail in this, you know. But it just shows you, man, how these riots, the uproars of the people, as the scriptures say, right? 2 Corinthians 9, we're gonna get that scripture. How it's happening all around the world, man. And it's beautiful, okay? Especially over there inside of Sri Lanka, man. I mean, inside of Sri Lanka, man. It's going down over there, bro. It's serious, okay? These riots are heavy, man. They're getting more violent. They're starting to shoot, you know, at the protesters with real bullets now, just to get them to calm down. But a time coming to where those bullets won't stop them, man. And that's what Esau wants, you know. Go ahead, brother.
So this is from a website called Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, or CarnegieEndowment.org. Now what it's going into, it says Global Protest Tracker, a one-stop source. So we ain't got to go nowhere else to find out about protests. It says a one-stop source for following crucial trends in the most significant anti-government, and that's straight up 2 Corinthians 15. It says most significant anti-government protests worldwide since 2007. And when we read these records since 2007, look how much been going on. It says
17.
Over, yeah, 17. Salaki, 2017. Salaki, the water, slip of the tongue, the water out. Oh, and it was last updated July 5th, so it's recent. But it says over 230 significant anti-government protests have erupted worldwide. More than 110 countries have experienced significant protests. It says 78% of authoritarian or authoritarian leaning countries have faced significant protests. And it says over 25 significant protests have been directly related to the CV. You know, but I jump down and kind of give you a view on pretty much what they at. And it's beautiful because it's all around the world. But eventually, where all those orange at, that's going to be the states of America. You know, it's going to be orange all over. The Lord saving the best for last. You know, but we'll read through it, you know, real quick, just to, you know, show how it's been moving. Now this, you got the filter right here where you can do all, active, large, violent. And if we just do active, this was happening right now on active, right? You got Argentina, economy crisis, that's why they protesting. Armenia, a peace plan protest. Ecuador, rise in price protest. India, military reform protest. Indonesia, Papua protest. Iran, food protest. And chime in whenever, Baba Kashar. It says also in Iran, employees protest, so they mad jobs and all that. It says just in general, it's just an Iraq protest. In Israel, it's a Palestinian protest. Lebanon, October movement. Myanmar, coup protest. The Netherlands, former protest. Pakistan, no confident protest. And then we get down to Senegal. It says opposition candidacy protest against the government still. And in Sri Lanka, as the brother was just talking about, it says economic crisis protest. Sudan, the Million Man March. It says Thailand, anti-government protest. Tunisia, power grab protest. United Kingdom, rise in price protest. And in America, abortion ruling protest. And that's just active right now. Right? That's just active.
Hey, man.
And then when you
I'm gonna say, but just listen to those different situations, man. That's making people rise up to protest. And then you say, you got down to Babylon the Great, and they said abortion right protest. Hey, man, that's gonna change, man. That protest will turn into a violent, we hungry protest.
Yeah.
I can't pay my bills. I can't get government assistance no more. Those protests gonna turn into. And it's gonna get bloody, man. Just as 2 15 speak about. This is beautiful, bro. I love that art. I love that thing, bro. I'm gonna be on that every day. Lord willing.
Let me see if I can put in the chat right now. But you got it, Oxalaki.
Right, yeah. I'll read 2 Ezra, brother.
Okay, come.
Yeah, 9. Because think about this, man. This 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do we measure the time, brothers? By filtering the things that are in the world through the Holy Bible. That's how we measure the times. We filter the times through the scriptures, man. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, right? Part of the sign, right? Okay, not the whole sign, but just part of it. And we see parts of the M.O.T.B, right? We see the global protests. We see parts of the famine. We see all these things happening, man. Parts of the earthquakes in diverse places, man. Parts of the plagues that's happening. The WHO came out and said that the world needs to put masks back on. They came out and said it, I believe it was today or yesterday. It was on RT News, man. They say it's time for the world to put back on the mask. See, they're doing all these things because they know that another shutdown is coming, man. But it says back in the scriptures, verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So these prophecies were set at a set time, man. And we wouldn't know that the Most High God is visiting the world by these signs, by the times, man. We know that Heavenly Father is working, and it's beautiful, okay? But you got to have wisdom and understanding to know that it's happening. And that's inside of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, man. Got to have that understanding and know what time we're in. It tells you inside of Ecclesiastes 8 and 5, I believe, that a wise man's heart, are discerning both time and judgment. I think that Ecclesiastes 8 and 5, I believe. Yeah. It says, verse 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right? Riots, protests. It says in the world, man. And as his thing says, global protest traffic. So it's happening everywhere. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spec of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is in the world had the beginning and the end is manifest. So we see the manifestation of the end before our eyes, brothers and sisters. And we will be fools to deny it, man. We'll be fools, all right, to go against the Heavenly Father. If you have this truth, man, if you believe, brother, you have that faith, that's a precious thing, man. Hold on to that. As Yahushua said, hold fast till I come. And if we be of the hopefully elect, Lord willing, then we're going to do that, man. But times are about to get strange, man, right? Paul told Timothy, he said, perilous times are coming. Harsh times, man. Hard to bear. Hard to endure. But hey, we got to go through it, man, to get the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead, Doc.
Kind of had a precept. Well, I was get that 2 Ezra 15.
Gone.
Kind of I read it. You got it, Doc. The 2 Ezra 15. And I get straight to the point. In verse 14, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, that's beautiful, man. Ezra broke it down. I mean, it's as if Ezra's, all right, we're here today, man, and writing down what he saw. But see, in the spirit, in a vision, he did see these things, man. Sedition amongst men, a rebellion and uprising against the government. And we're seeing it all around the world, but especially in Sri Lanka, man. That's a hot topic right now. In Sri Lanka, we see sedition among men. They're not regarding their kings nor princes. They're doing what they want to do, man. They're attacking their top officials, okay, the president, prime minister. They saying, get the hell out of here. You destroying our country. And that's prophecy, man. But that's coming all around the world, okay? You got the EU over there. They're complaining about, the energy, gas prices, food prices. It's a small documentary that we had, played a while back. However, in the UK, they're struggling to eat in certain parts of London, man, and Europe. But they've been complaining about, this energy crisis for the past 2 or 3 months, man, and how during the winter they're gonna have to ration their energy out, man. And that's beautiful, okay? That's beautiful, man. You devils gonna freeze, man, trying to put sanctions on Russia, and Russia is the one that's feeding these niggas, man. That's biting the hand that feeds you.
Come.
But hey, let prophecy roll, man. Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna get that definition of sedition. As it said in 2 Ezra 15, And 16, for there shall be sedition among men. Now, when you go into this is the etymologyonline.com. It says mid-14th century, sedition, rebellion, uprising, revolt, factitious commotion in the state, a political, the Democrat Republic, they beefing, you know. It says, but in the government in a whole, but it says a concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. But this the one I want. It's highlighted. It says the meaning is to conduct or language incite to rebellion against a lawful government. So either you go do it, or like they try to say Trump did on JAN6. You gotta watch it. You know, they said he conducted it by his speech. But that's what's happening in the whole world right now, man. Because look, what it said in Proverbs 29 and 2, when the righteous are on authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked are on authority, bear rule, the people mourn. People mourning, and it's mourning. What it said, what do I think, Jerusalem? When people have nothing else to lose, they lose it. They lose it. And people get to the point, now it's time to lose it. You ain't got money because you got to pay for gas. That's going up. Food going up. Your living conditions ain't what it used to be. Times getting hard. The brother said you got to throw back on a mask. People getting tired, so this gonna cause them to lose it, man. And that's what we waiting on. But you got it, bro.
Right, yeah, man. Look, I work my job, man. Look, I deal with gas, bro. I went, you know what I'm saying, to the north side today, to some beautiful houses, beautiful. I mean, the inside of the house plush, you know, all lavish. Nigga can't pay his gas bill though. And that says to me that it's getting hard out here, man. If you can live in a big, you know, 2-story house, fancy cars outside, but you can't pay your gas bill, nigga, that means some changing up. America ain't hit like she used to hit, right? She ain't hit like she used to hit no more, huh?
Hey, what the black one be saying, like it ain't giving what it's supposed to.
Right, yeah.
It ain't giving, huh?
It's not giving. Yeah, it's not giving, huh? Go to hell, black woman. Go to hell.
Man.
It's not giving, brother. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, bro. Hey, look, Babylon finished, man. She is finished. And everybody's starting to feel it. By little and little, you know. By little and little, they're feeling it, bro. Just as the Lord did with those ancient Canaanites, right? By little and little, he took them down.
Yeah.
And it started to build to where we came in the Holy Land and got rid of them niggas, all right, for the most part. But that's what happened to Babylon. By little and little, she's been hit, okay, with 1,000 cuts, man. And she can't stop the bleeding. She get on TV talking like she's gonna stop the bleeding, but she's not gonna stop the bleeding. Go ahead, y'all.
Hey, now Jeremiah 51, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You can't save this, man. It's come on, Watt. Come on, bro. This can't look at this new generation. What if they have children? Look at the government. You got women openly saying men can have kids. Come on, Watt. How does it go continue?
They had a brother. I think somebody got sued or something. Like something happened, I believe today, to where a guy got sued or like something happened because he came out and said that you know, Decepticons can't have children. Like something happened, bro. I forgot to check my phone. I do a lesson on it, but yeah, bro, he got like shut down about that, bro. Man, I forget who that was, man.
I remember I seen one on the Yashwama 2 Through page with Tierra Mac. Oh, not that one. It was with another one. She was trying to argue the case of another black woman that men could.
Yeah, I saw that. Come. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's been crazy in the world, man. Watching your job, man. Watch how your job, all right, get more tight on you, man, about those gender neutral terms. And you can't say this, you can't say that. This will cost you your job if you misgender this person. Like, you're gonna get that crazy, man. I saw a video yesterday of this Edomite chick. She calls herself like a per something. Basically, like she identifies as a cat. And she gave the different sounds, all right, that her friends give out to communicate, you know what I'm saying, that actually like means something, you know. And she gave the different sounds all the way down to sex. So when they want sex, they make a certain sound. I said, man, Babylon.
Man, look. But how can you say that? How can you hear that?
You can't hear that.
Hey, you know what they said, the scriptures, I think it's a rock with a broken spirit, you know, like these people mind, I can start. Think about it, you got all inclusive, everything messed up, bro. You can't change the food situation. I was looking at not an article, watching a video the other day, and the farmer saying people don't realize the food that's in stores for this year, that was last year's harvest,
Right.
So if shit running out this year, that's shit running out from last year's harvest. So next year, what was this year's harvest? It ain't gonna be none. Come on,
Right.
man. Come on, man. You
That's
gotta
crazy.
go. Hey, which that's gonna lead us in even to this. We still, you know, with the food shit.
Right. Yeah, so it was on that scripture. That was on that scripture. You had.
I read a little. Well, that was the point. The sedition among men invading one another, 2 Esdras 15-16. And they shall not be kings nor princes. And what's the king? The president, right? What's the princes? The governors, the mayors, the senators. You see?
Right.
It says in the course of their actions, even the police will come. And that's eventually why the military will have to come, because the police will be quitting. They already quitting and shit ain't even happening.
Right.
Police in New York quitting like crazy across America, and shit ain't even happen yet. It's easy for them to take them badges off and throw them, because they're gonna have to save their life and their family's life in the times we coming in. And because of that, it says in the course of their actions, who is the there? That's the citizens. As we reading right here, well, we go watch this video. It says Sri Lanka protesters storm Prime Minister's office. Hey, they ain't a king, God. It says in the course of their actions, what the citizens want to do, it says shall stand in their power. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it, man. And how much more in America? These in places where everybody ain't got a gat, you know, a Draco. You see, this in places where people just ain't used to that lifestyle. You hearing about people dying or gun violence. How much more over here in this place, Right?
They gonna get bad, man.
But y'all play it if you want. If you want to.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You got it.
All right, kind of about to mute myself.
Protesters in Sri Lanka have stormed Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's compound to demand he step down. Police fired tear gas in an attempt to disperse hundreds of people who had gathered outside the Premier's office. Wickremesinghe is an ally of the country's president.
There you go. There you go. Not still here. Not still here.
It's hold on. Let me mute my. Hold on. Let me see. Because I gotta mute myself to play it. Give me a little echo. Hold on. Let me try again.
Protesters in Sri Lanka have stormed Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's compound to demand he step down. Police fired tear gas in an attempt to disperse hundreds of people who had gathered outside the Premier's office. Wickremesinghe is an ally of the country's president who fled to the Maldives on Wednesday. Gotabaya Rajapaksa's departure came just hours before he was due to step down. In a video message, the Parliament Speaker said Rajapaksa had phoned him to authorise the Prime Minister to take over as acting president. That news enraged protesters, who now want the Prime Minister gone too. Wickremesinghe's office initially declared a state of emergency and a curfew with immediate effect. They then cancelled them, but said the measures would be announced again later. For months, people in Sri Lanka have been struggling due to shortages of essentials, including food and fuel. Many blame the economic crisis on the Rajapaksa family, which has dominated Sri Lanka's politics for almost 2 decades. That anger came to head last weekend when hundreds of thousands of people took over key government buildings in Colombo, including the presidential palace. Parliament is expected to name a new full-time president next week. A top ruling party source told Reuters the Prime Minister was the party's first choice, although no decision had been taken.
There you have it, man. Over in Sri Lanka, man, it's real. Okay. And there's a brother the article as well. You know, here it says people are eating on alternate days to feed their kids. Pat comments on massive protests in Sri Lanka. Imagine it over here in Babylon, man. Imagine how to wait a day just to eat. These Americans will lose it, man. Tell one of these Americans, these gluttonous individuals, that they have to wait a whole day to eat. They're gonna bug out, man. So imagine going a week or 2 weeks with no food. Cannibalism would kick in immediately for these people, man. You might think that you won't, you know, say eat somebody, but hunger would do that to you, man. It'll drive you to that point. Should talk about a 2 Corinthians 16, so where you're gonna gnaw your own body, man. Eat your own flesh. That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking turns eating for their kids' sake. Now, so when all the food gone, then what they gonna eat? Probably their kids. Who knows?
Right.
But it can get to that very point, man. It can get to that very point. You know, go ahead, buddy. You got something?
Yeah, I got a quick one. I want to get that 2 Corinthians 16 too, but I'm gonna get this from the brother of the comment board, Nikwan. It says Ezekiel 7:5-6. Thus saith Yahweh power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And that's like that scripture in Ecclesiastes. They look out of the windows and it's darkness, right? It ain't gonna get better. From here on out, everything gonna get worse, man. And it says only evil is come. It says an end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come, man. And again, the brother posted this too, Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Well, I was thinking that when there's gonna be many fires on earth before Yahweh shall come. This what we seeing. Many uproars, many events gonna take place before the Lord come. We living in that time of those many fires, man. Right? But I get 2 Corinthians 16, and you got it. It says 2 Corinthians 16:17, no 18. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand and fear, the beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah. We know beginning stages, man. As Yahweh said, the beginning of sorrows. But the end is not yet.
Hey, I check this out. Baba Kashai, it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, right? Now, when you look at it, this article, it says people are eating on alternate days to feed their kids. Pat comments on massive protests in Sri Lanka. So look, the protests led to these things, right? So the beginning of sorrows and great mournings is going to lead to the beginning of famine. So you see the beginning of famine. It says the beginning of wars and of power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. You got it, bro.
Right? Yeah, for judgment's sake. That's why all these things are happening, brothers and sisters. This is for judgment's sake. The Most High God is preparing the world to get judged, man. Because this current world is evil. It's abominable, man. Those idiots over there in Sri Lanka, all right, those damn heathens, they doing all the manner of abominations, man. They ain't living a righteous lifestyle. They ain't keeping the commandments of Yahweh Shai Shai. Them damn heathens, man. So the Most High judging them. Shalom, who that is?
That's the brother in Dallas. He be going out to the Dallas camp.
Okay. Shalom. Yeah, man. Hey, it's real, bro. It's real out here in these streets, man. But the Heavenly Father got judgment prepared, and it's gonna get nasty. Okay, things that we can't fathom, brothers, are going to happen, and we're gonna see it, man. Okay, Apostle Hart spoke about, you know what I'm saying, seeing dead bodies just keep on moving. Seeing your family member, you know what I'm saying, dead, man. Those things are going to happen. But you got to keep on moving on, man. Keep on fighting the spirit, brother. Through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom. It's not going to be an easy walk, man, okay? An easy entrance. But the Lord promised to take care of his own, man. He promised to take care of his own, bro. And if we keep on fighting and pushing, he's going to take care of us. You know? I'll go ahead, Doc.
I'll start at the top. So the article, and I mind you, this from 2 days ago, July 12th, on WeOn News, and it says Sri Lankans. I'm gonna blow it up. It says Sri Lankans found some joy amid agony as they. Yeah.
Like it, bro. Hey, look, and now look, jump down, son, because they can talk about a bunch of nothing up there, but just jump down.
Hey, that's how they be trying to do it. The articles put the good shit at the bottom and shit.
Yeah. Scroll up. Scroll up some more. No. Like down. Down.
Okay, come.
Yeah. Go down a little bit more. Go down a little bit more. Hold on. What was it? It was it? Hold on. Yeah, it's a part in there to talk about the actual dude is speaking comments. His name, what's his name? Comment. He actually saying some words.
Okay, right here, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start right here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, following the conclusion of the second test in Gaul, Australian test captain Pat Cummins spoke about the protests in Sri Lanka and sympathized with the people of the country who are facing a tough time. It says Cummins revealed he and some other players spoke to some of the staff at their hotel and drivers who told them how they have been surviving. Check it out. Started back at the. It says Cummins revealed he and some other players spoke to some of the staff at their hotel and drivers who told them how they have been surviving by eating on alternate days to ensure they can feed their kids.
Yeah, that's real, man. That is real, bro. They, basically like fasting, I ain't gonna eat tomorrow. Then the wife come in, well, I ain't gonna eat the next day. Just to feed the children, bro. That's harsh. Okay, but this is the time that the world is heading to, man. See, that's over there, in a small country like, Sri Lanka, man. But wait till it comes to Babylon. You people really gonna feel it. Okay, all of us gonna feel it. But the wicked really gonna feel it, man. Go ahead, brother.
Got a quick precept.
You got it, brother.
It's talking to Israel, but using it for an example, what it's talking about, how you got to pick your days you're gonna eat to make sure you have enough for your children, man. This Ezekiel 4:16. I'm gonna read the NLT. It says, "Then he told me, son of man, I will make food very scarce in Jerusalem." But we see these things coming to the whole world. It says it will be weighed out with great care. You got to think about how we gonna do this. You cutting little pieces off. That's what they're doing. It says, I will make food very scarce in Jerusalem. It will be weighed out with great care and eaten fearfully, because you might not know if this gonna be your last one or not. And you probably had to go through something to get it, just to get it. To even get that milk. It says the water will be rationed out drop by drop. Hey, Jake, you got some water there.
Yeah.
Fine. Hold on, bro. Go right here to the line.
Right.
That's what they gonna do. Like, come on, bro. Go right here to that line. Everybody gonna have lines, all right? It It says the water will be rationed out drop by drop, and the people will drink it with dismay. Come on, man. That's what's coming to the world, but you got it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's real, man. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, just read down that little part right there, and we'll be finished.
Con. It says the protest yesterday, you couldn't escape it, right? Just like the plagues, you ain't gonna bet escape was coming. It says we've got lists of messages from back home saying, "How is it? I hope you're okay." We felt totally fine, coming saying a video posted by Cricket Australia. It says you could just hear kind of when it changed from a protest to a party, and chatting to some of the staff around the hotel and a couple drivers, and they are doing it really tough. They are having one day eating, one day off eating to try to feed their kids. It is really tough, he added.
Yep. So that's reality over there, man. That's reality of the situation, bro. But that's coming to Babylon. Okay, believe it or not, it's gonna be worse. Okay. 2 Timothy 15:10 and verse 13, talk about it. Talk about the Lord, you know what I'm saying, smiting this ground to where there's no food, man. But for us in the faith, you know, Lord willing, you know, so the Most High take care of us, man. If we endure to the end, if we fight, you know, this is why, you know, doing this work, man, praying, you know, so being a brother, you know, working on yourself, man, is very important, bro. Because all they're gonna lead unto us, you know, Lord willing, being fed in all time, being protected from all the harm and danger they're gonna be in these streets, man. Ezra speak about it. Lord speak about, you know, great miseries happen unto those in the latter days. So hey, man, that's all I had. If you got anything else?
Kind, that's pretty much it. Man, the water for y'all brother Salak, we ain't get every precept, but it's some beautiful precepts. Water.
Right, yeah, that brother under Quam been putting them on out.
Yeah, he get
putting them on out.
You see something you want, you got it, you know.
No, yeah, we're gonna shut it down because I got something to do, bro.
Come.
Yeah. Man. Hey, brothers, you know, at the water, you know, for tuning in, man. Once again, we give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders, great millstone, peace and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.
Shalom, Shalom.